sports coverage of the National Football tonight on this fine Thursday night. We've got a good one in store. And off. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss.
And just a yard on that last run. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Rams territory. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Two and now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack on first down, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on him.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Play action. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there on the run. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Christian Wilkins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua, he'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Dolphins. Myles Gaskin, 55 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too. Play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Yeah, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And Michelle will have the first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Another carry for Michelle on 2nd down. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backwards. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we're talking about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Start a drive. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Akers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
On first down, Michel, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And the Rams defense gets the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. "33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To try again after the sack. Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And that's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he's got room. And he's got this down to the 35. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On play action, here's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Brown. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. LA set to take over again on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Dolphins have got it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run for it on first. Into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation?
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we'll see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
To the air again, Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd and 4. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They snap it to Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 7th season in the league, former #1 overall pick, Jameis Winston.
Throughout his career, few have doubted Jameis Winston's ability to throw the football. The concerns, they've always centered around his accuracy and taking care of it. When he makes good decisions on the field, excellent numbers usually result.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Winston toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Trying to run for the first with Ingram. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 27, Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, Stafford here.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down at Stafford.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stafford. And it's caught. Beckham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers
from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Harris to return it.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Jameis to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Here's Powell on the return.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. From the 50 at Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
From the gun on third down, Stanford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So quite a change here at the end of the half. The late turnover turns into 3 points, and they move out in front with halftime on the horizon.
Partner, you know the head coach on the other sideline. Boy, is he fuming right now, because I'll guarantee one of the last things he told them was no turnovers. Take care of the ball in this situation. He's so hot right now, he's all by himself. Everyone has moved away from him.
Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Stanford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Here's Harris to return it.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And the 3rd quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On 2nd down, Ingram again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll fight
fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods, 35 yards. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them. Understood the play call. Stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and challenge it. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. And the punt team on now as this one's set away. On the return is Powell. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Michel running right. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Going right back to Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Stafford on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. Here's Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing again is Stafford. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on third down, Hill. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And take it right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Gay's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Winston and the Saints now trailing 17-10, a minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Winston to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. He's back to throw. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Gets by him at the 25. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a
Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down, Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now Tua not liking what he sees, so he's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the turnover, it's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And, man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
First carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd and 9, Tua escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. Things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jalen Phillips drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Andy Lee now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A chance for Waddle on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And that's on Austin Jackson, 1st-round pick in 2020. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to pass. Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Conner. Oh, Conner loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Tua now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Brown. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Brown once more. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Carter with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Ethan Carter. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the track. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
They're going for it. It's Murray. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Two and now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando on this first half of action.
Offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Sure.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Third and 2, and here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Snap comes to Murray at 1. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd and 10, Murray. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. And he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Escaping the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's got Fuller. And touchdown. Will Fuller, 41 yards. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Off the play fake. Murray eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is give yourself work, try and gain an additional 1st down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, 43 yards. And the Dolphins get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Rolling to his right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Murray now on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, Brown. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. A 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Tua to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Tua on 4th down. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cardinal offense takes back over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Waddle now to return it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. They put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.